أيام كان فيها يعني اضطراب.
Those were rough moments, rough days. Really,
حسن
really.
أبو بكر يوم الردة، عمر يوم السقيفة، أحمد يوم المحنة.
Those were rough times. Those were anchor points, turning points in Islam.
وعثمان يوم الدار.
And Uthman during the day of the Dar, he was in his house.
فتنة قتال المسلمين حسمها.
This was a great fitna when Muslims were fighting.
قتل
He ended that fitna and he was killed.
وعلي يوم صفين.
And Ali in the day of Siffin.
يعني أبان الله عز وجل بهم الحق.
Basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had used them to uphold righteousness and truth.
وأزال المحنة بهم سبحانه وتعالى.
And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala removed the test or the calamity with them.
أبو ثور أيضا إمام في زمن الإمام أحمد، وهو إمام صاحب مذهب قديم.
Abu Thawr was also an imam during the time of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal.
وكان مذهبه يعني مذهب مشتهر أكثر من مذهب الإمام أحمد.
And he was more, his madhab or his understanding was more common or more spread than the teachings of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal.
سئل في يوم عن مسألة.
He was asked one day about a specific matter.
قال أبو عبد الله أحمد شيخنا وإمامنا كذا وكذا، مع أنه أبو ثور أكبر.
He quoted basically when he was asked about this matter, he quoted Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal and said, our Shaykh Abu Abdullah had said, and this Abu Thawr is more knowledgeable than Ahmad bin Hanbal. His madhab was more spread and he's older than Ahmad bin Hanbal.
باقي قليل إن شاء الله في الأقوال، لكن أحب نعايشها يا أخوان.
There's just few more of the quote.
أنقل الآن عن بشر الحافي. بشر بن الحارث الحافي.
Bishr bin Harith al-Hafi now, he said,
هذا قرين أحمد.
He's also comparable to Ahmad. He's a peer to Ahmad.
وهو مشهور جدا مو عندنا عند الصوفية.
He was he's very famous among the Sufis.
يعني يعتبرون بشر الحافي. أقول لكم بعد قليل كيف كذبوا وشوفوا الفرق بين الصوفية وبيننا نحن.
He's going to tell you shortly about Bishr al-Hafi and how the Sufis have lied and falsified and exaggerated.
لكن أول خلينا نشوف بشر ماذا قال في أحمد.
But let's see what Bishr had said about Ahmad ibn Hanbal.
يقول بشر بن الحارث الحافي رحمه الله.
He said, Bishr bin Harith al-Hafi, may Allah have mercy on him, had said,
جاء بعض الناس سألوا عن أحمد.
Some people came and asked him about Ahmad.
يا شيخنا يا إمامنا إيش تقول في أحمد؟
Oh, our Shaykh, what do you say about Ahmad?
فقال أنا أسأل عن أحمد.
Said, are you asking me about Ahmad?
قال هذا أحمد.
This is Ahmad.
أدخل الكير. تعرفون الكير؟ اللي يحرقوهم الفرن حق الحديد اللي صفوا الحديد.
He was entered the oven that they use to heat up the metal, the steel. When they want to, the blacksmith uses the kir basically to melt the steel, to shape it into shapes. It's called the kir. This oven.
أول التصفية تصفى من جميع الشوائب.
Basically, they melt the steel until they purify it from all the impurities. So this oven is called the kir. He says that Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal was entered into the kir.
فخرج
and then
ذهبا أحمر.
Then he came out red gold.
يعني صافي نقي.
Pure.
ليس فيه شائبة من الشوائب أبدا.
He does not have any impurities.
وقال له يعني أصحابه حين كان يضرب.
His friends told Ahmad bin Hanbal when he was beaten.
بشر الحافي له مريدين كثير أتباع.
Bishr al-Harithi had a lot of followers.
لأنه هو إمام. لكن في العبادة والزهد وكذا.
But he's an imam in worship and modesty.
في أيام المحنة.
During the time of great mihna.
قالوا له ليه ما تخرج.
They told him, why don't you come out?
وتقول مثل أحمد.
And say like
القرآن غير مخلوق يعني.
And say like Ahmad and say that the Quran has not been created.
وتعلن للناس أنك على مذهب أحمد.
And then you declare to people that you are on the madhab of Ahmad.
هذا دليل على أن الصوفية الأوائل ما هم صوفية كانوا على السنة.
This is the evidence, another evidence that the early Sufis were on the Sunnah.
وإحنا ما نرضى الصوفيز يعني. الصوفيز هذه حديثة. كانوا زهاد.
The term Sufis is a modern term. Those before were just considered modest, very modest, extreme
لكن
modest.
هو الآن مشهور في كتب الصوفية أنه إمام من أئمة الصوفية.
Now he's very famous in the Sufi books as he's being an imam.
الشاهد قالوا له ما تخرج وتعلن أنك على مذهب الإمام، تشجع الإمام وتساعد تعلن للناس. نعم.
They told him, why don't you come out and support the imam and declare that you are on the madhab of the Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal.
فقال رحمه الله.
Then he said, may Allah have mercy on him.
قال أتريدون أن أقوم مقام الأنبياء؟ لا أستطيع.
He said, do you want me to fulfill the shoes of the prophets? I cannot do this.
يجلد أحمد، يضرب أحمد، يسجن أحمد، ما أستطيع.
He says Ahmad is being beaten, he's being jailed, he's being tortured. I cannot do this.
ما يتحمل البلاء.
I cannot bear such a test.
الشاهد يا أخوان، يقول الإمام الذهبي رحمه الله.
Basically, Imam Al-Dhahabi says,
وتعرفون الذهبي،
now you must know Dhahabi.
صاحب السير، سير أعلام النبلاء رحمه الله.
He's the one who wrote the biographies of the great scholars.
بعد أن نقل هذه الأقوال وغيرها وكثير منها،
After he transferred all these
يقول
books,
كان والله أحمد عظيم الشأن.
Ahmad used to be had a great affair.
رأسا في الحديث.
He's a leader in the hadith
وفي الفقه
and in jurisprudence
والتأله
and in worship.
تأله العبودية
and worship.
أثنى عليه خصومه.
His enemies have praised him.
وهذا قليل جدا.
And this is very rare.
يقول فما الظن بإخوانه وأقرانه.
So what do you think about the ones who loved him and the ones who supported him?
ثم قال رحمه الله كان مهيبا في ذات الله، صاحب هيبة.
He used to be feared.
لا
feared in terms of status.
يعني من رآه هابه.
Well respected, had an aura around him.
أنا أقول،
the Shaykh says,
هو يقول أثنى عليه خصومه فكيف بأقرانه وإخوانه. أقول إحنا نزيد نقول بل أثنى عليه شيوخه أيضا.
The Shaykh adds, he says, like Al-Dhahabi had said, his enemies had praised him. The Shaykh adds to that, says his enemies had praised him, and his scholars had praised him.
وهذا والله هو العز.
And this is basically the
وهو
status.
الشأن.
This is the great status.
يعني طبيعي التلميذ يثني على شيخه.
It's normal that you see the student, praises his teacher.
شيخ يثني على التلميذ.
But a teacher praises his student. This is very rare.
يقول محمد بن نصر المروزي، إمام في السنة، إمام في الحديث. نعم.
Muhammad ibn Nasr al-Marwazi, an Imam in Sunnah, an Imam in Hadith, has said,
يقول صرت إلى دار أحمد مرارا.
I went to the house of Ahmad many times.
أسأله عن مسائل.
I asked him questions.
أكان أكثر حديثا أم إسحاق؟ فقيل له، قيل لنصر محمد بن نصر، يعني من أكثر في الحديث، أحمد ولا إسحاق بن راهويه؟
He was asked who is more knowledgeable in hadith,
لأنهم كانوا قرناء
إسحاق بن راهويه.
فقال رحمه الله
he said, may Allah have mercy on him,
بل أحمد أكثر،
Ahmad more,
أكثر حديثا وأورع,
and more God-fearing.
أحمد فاق أهل زمانه.
Ahmad had surpassed the people of his time.
فكانوا يقولون
They used to say,
عالم وقته سعيد